see this watch? You see this watch?
Yeah.
That watch costs more than your car. I made $970,000 last year. How much you make?
Step right up, ladies and gentlemen. These scenes will clean your teeth and comb your hair.
What's your name?
You! That's my name. You know why, mister? Because you drove a Hyundai to get here tonight. I drove an $80,000 BMW. That's my name.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com.
You call yourself a salesman, you son of a bitch?
And today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 sales scenes and pitches from movies.
Only one thing counts in this life. Get them to sign on the line which is dotted.
For this list, we're looking at the most magnificent, memorable, or convincing big screen scenes about the art of making a deal.
You know what it takes to sell real estate? It takes brass balls to sell real estate.
The characters involved should be making a sale or being sold to.
They're sitting out there waiting to give you their money. Are you gonna take it? Are you man enough to take it?
The films the scenes are from don't necessarily need to be about sales pitches,
You don't like it? Leave.
though that certainly helps.
Put that coffee down. Coffee's for closers only.
So without further ado, let's close this deal.
I can go out there tonight. The materials you got make myself $15,000. Tonight, in 2 hours, can you?
Number 10, The Jericho, Iron Man.
They say the best weapon is one you never have to fire. I respectfully disagree. I prefer the weapon you only have to fire once.
In this scene from the first installment of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, good old Tony Stark sells us a grand slam on the last missile defense system the United States will ever need.
It's the first missile system to incorporate our proprietary repulsor technology.
You can't not adore the already cool and calculated performance by Robert Downey Jr. in all of the Iron Man movies.
That's how Dad did it. That's how America does it. And it's worked out pretty well so far.
But if you stick him in front of an explosive blast and he remains cool, calm, and collected as he does here, then you've sold your movie already.
For your consideration, The Jericho.
As the dust settles on the closing deal, Tony even throws in a nice perk for his military customers. Now that's class.
I'll be throwing one of these in with every purchase of $500 million or more. It's a piece.
Number 9, Jerry Lundegaard, car salesman. Fargo.
We sat right here in this room and went over this and over this.
Yeah, but that true code.
Planning the kidnapping of your wife is hard enough, but it's especially so when you have to deal with angry clients on the side.
You're sitting there, you're talking in circles, you're talking like we didn't go over this already.
Sometimes the best way to get around a sale is simply to lie right into your customer's face, especially when you're sneaking your way to get them to buy True Coat for their cars.
All right, I'm not saying I didn't.
So remember, kids, the next time you try to sell something to your client that he doesn't want, knock off $100 and get them to buy it anyway.
He never done this before. But seeing as it's special circumstances and all, he says I can knock $100 off that true coat.
Oh, and be prepared to get called a liar in a rather mean fashion.
You lied to me, Mr. Lundgaard. You're a bald-faced liar.
Bucky, please.
A f***ing liar.
Bucky, please.
Where's my goddamn checkbook? Let's get this over with.
Number 8, The Necklace, Love Actually.
Looking for anything in particular, sir?
What's better than a slow shopkeeper in a bustling jewelry store?
Would you like it gift wrapped?
Yes, all right.
Lovely.
This scene features an overtly polite and classy performance by England's own crown jewel, Rowan Atkinson.
Look, could we be quite quick?
Certainly, sir. Ready in the flashiest of flashes.
Insisting that Alan Rickman's haste has been noted, Atkinson's character carefully and meticulously wraps the necklace he's trying to hide from his wife in an array of bizarre and extreme methods. The chemistry of the two actors proves that this sales scene is one of the most shining moments of the film.
No bloody Holly.
But, sir,
Leave it, just leave it.
Number 7, Han Solo's Millennium Falcon, Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope.
Han Solo,
I'm captain of the Millennium Falcon.
Amid this wretched hive of scum and villainy lays one of the greatest star pilots in Star Wars, and one of the best barterers, too.
Fast ship. You've never heard of the Millennium Falcon?
Should I have?
Haggling their way to a ride out of Mos Eisley, Han Solo pitches the Falcon as the fastest in the galaxy, making the Kessel Run in under 12 parsecs.
It's a ship that made the Kessel Run in less than 12 parsecs.
Impressive, we think. A handy salesman as well as a smuggler, Han Solo thus proves himself as a negotiator as well as a star pilot here.
I've outrun Imperial starships. Not the local bulk cruisers, mind you. I'm talking about the big Carillion ships now.
Number 6, closing the sale, Boiler Room.
Hi, Dr. Jacobs. This is Chris Marlin over at JT Marlin.
The rightful predecessor to a certain Martin Scorsese film,
I'm not leaving!
smartly uses Vin Diesel's voice to its full potential by having him act as a stockbroker in this 2000 crime drama.
That's great, Doc, if you want to miss yet another opportunity here and watch your colleagues get rich doing clinical trials, and don't buy a share and hang up the phone.
With the eyes of every employee on his grandeur of a pitch, Diesel schools the entire office with his charming yet heroic-sounding voice.
Well, hold on a second now. I didn't say that. I just want to talk about it some more.
Honestly, Doc, I don't have the time. This stock is blowing up right now. The whole firm's going nuts. Hold on, let me open up the door to my office.
Giovanni Ribisi looks thrilled by Diesel's performance. Ironic, considering that the two met a couple of years previously in Saving Private Ryan. But there wasn't much in the way of sales going on in that film.
I can't walk you through this right now. I'm sorry.
Okay, let's do this.
Number 5, all about that bass, Boogie Nights.
So basically, you're getting twice the bass with the TK421, which we've got available in this system right here.
It's one thing to hear it from Watch Mojo's mouth, it's another to watch the scene for yourself.
Oh, I think you need all that bass. I mean, if you want a system to handle what you want, yeah, you need the bass.
A sales pitch that appears to be going perfectly until you add in the one turnoff for almost any customer: country music.
You hear that? You hear the bass, right? You hear it? It kicks. It turns. It curls up your belly. Makes you want to freaky deaky, right?
What we love about this scene is the way it builds for minutes on end with a great rapport between Buck and his potential customer. But the energy in the scene turns on a dime.
Go on and move with it if you need to. It helps me.
Thank you for your time.
A nice flavor of comedy for anyone interested.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Put on that country western shit. No one's gonna buy a stereo. What kind of brother are you anyway, huh? Listen to that shit.
Number 4, desktop demonstration, Tommy Boy.
What my associate is trying to say is that, our new brake pads are really cool.
Another flavor of comedy we can all enjoy is Chris Farley's delightful demonstration of his new brake pads in this road comedy.
Truck tire. I can't stop! Help! There's a cliff! And your family screaming, "Oh my God, we're burning alive!"
Sometimes it's wise to make use of props when conducting a pitch, but maybe not to such extremes as these.
No, I can't feel my legs! In comes a meat wagon! Wee, wee, wee. And the medic gets out and says, "Oh my God."
All seems perfectly fine until dear old Chris decides to break out the cliffs, the fire, and ambulances as his imagination literally runs away with him.
New guy's in the corner puking his guts out. All because you want to save a couple extra pennies. And to me, it doesn't.
Get out. Now.
What surprises us most is how a pitch like this could fail.
Do you validate?
Now.
Okay, thank you.
Number 3, You Rent It, Glengarry Glen Ross.
You know, they say you don't buy it, you rent it. Huh? The thing.
Alec Baldwin lays down the laws of the jungle in a matter of ABCs.
A, B, C. A, always B, B, C, closing. Always be closing. Always be closing.
But it's Al Pacino that brings the true vigor to the art of salesmanship in this drama.
I mean, you don't keep anything, really. No. Security. Things. You know?
To the unassuming, this would not appear to be a clear-cut sales pitch. But that's because Pacino entices us to learn more about what he's talking about before pulling the trigger on the real estate sale right at the end.
Stocks, bonds, objects of art, real estate. What are they? An opportunity. To what? To make money? Perhaps. To lose money? Perhaps. To indulge and to learn about ourselves? Perhaps.
The pacing is more key than anything else in this scene, as Pacino frames the sale as an opportunity rather than a standard purchase.
Look at this. What is this? This is a piece of land. Listen to what I'm going to tell you now.
Number 2, Stratton Oakmont Training, The Wolf of Wall Street.
You give me one shot here on a blue chip stock like Kodak. And believe me, Kevin, the only problem you're gonna have is that you didn't buy more.
Leave it to Leo DiCaprio to teach us how to be Captain Ahab catching whales.
Excellent choice.
Schooling his associates to be hot and primed stockbrokers, Jordan Belfort demonstrates his talent in a perfect sales pitch while mocking every response that comes his way.
Sound fair enough?
Though his performance throughout the film did not land him an Oscar, his sales tactics and demeanor, especially here, have become almost akin to cult-like inspiration to any would-be future salesman types.
Sound fair enough?
Before we unveil our top pick,
Oh, have I got your attention now?
here are a few honorable mentions.
To the man with the exceptional beard and his unexceptional
It's a bit nipply out. I mean nippy out. What did I say, nipple?
Can you be here in 20 minutes?
20 minutes, absolutely.
Just had someone cancel. Come now. I'll give you a few minutes before the 49ers. Monday Night Football, buddy.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Okay, see? See, now you found yourself. You was looking for here now, see?
Today's forecast, dark and cloudy, and chance of drive-by.
How many car salesmen talk about their work, huh? How many cigarette salesmen? Both their products kill more people every year than mine. At least mine has a safety switch.
The only thing the road cares about is that you pay to visit once in a while. Nike. No games, just sports.
Number 1, buying guns, Taxi Driver.
Hey, Travis, this here's Easy Andy. He's a traveling salesman.
How you doing, Travis?
This is the moment that puts sales scenes on the map as potential dramatic winners.
You got a 44 Magnum?
It's an expensive weapon.
It's all right, I got money.
It's a real monster.
Robert De Niro remains almost completely silent for its duration, as he calculates every word his salesman, Easy Andy, is saying.
There you go. It's a premium high resale weapon. Look at that. Look at that, that's a beauty.
This scene works for how well it displays the character of Travis Bickle, whose actions cautiously hinge around the dealer's pitch before he chooses to buy not just one gun, but all of them.
How much for everything?
All together. Well, only a jackass would carry that cannon in the streets like that. Here.
When writing this film, Paul Schrader kept a loaded gun on his desk for inspiration. We can only assume they motivated him to plot out this fantastic scene.
How about dope? Grass, hash, coke, mescaline, downers, nebutol-tunol, chloral hydrates. How about uppers, amphetamines?
No, I'm not interested in that stuff.
Do you agree with our list?
Where did you learn your trade, you stupid you idiot? Whoever told you that you could work with men?
What movie sales pitches have got your money?
Nice guy? I don't give a shit. Good father?
You go home and play with your kids.
For more top 10 lists that sell themselves,
I wish you good luck, but you wouldn't know what to do with it if you got it.
be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
You can't close the leads you're given. You can't close shit. You are shit. Hit the bricks, pal, and beat it, 'cause you are going out.